Here's the truth. Most teenagers waste these years thinking they'll figure life out later, but later comes fast, and if you don't get the right lessons now, you'll spend your 20s cleaning up mistakes you could have avoided. I've lived that regret, and I don't want you to. So today, I'm breaking down 21 life lessons for teenagers, but not just teenagers. These lessons actually apply to anyone who wants to improve their current situation. It's the kind of advice that could have saved me years of struggle and can help you skip straight to building the life you actually want. Lesson number 1, identify what game you're actually playing. Here's something that hit me like a truck in my early 20s. Most of us are playing games we didn't consciously choose. In high school, the game was crystal clear. Get good grades, ace the SATs, get into a decent college. Simple. But then you graduate, and suddenly nobody explains what the new game is. I spent my first 2 years of college still playing the get perfect grades game, not realizing that the real game had shifted. Maybe it was about building networks, gaining practical skills, or figuring out what I actually wanted to do with my life. Ask yourself this question every few months. What game am I playing right now? And is it the game I want to be playing? That decision you made at 16 about your major, you're not locked into that forever. Ignore the sunk cost fallacy and be honest about whether you're on the right path. It takes more courage to change direction when you realize you're on the wrong path than to keep climbing out of pride. Why climb a ladder that doesn't lead where you want to go? Life rewards curiosity about what truly matters, not blind loyalty to outdated rules. Now let's have a look at how you can actually build your foundation in the early years, which brings me to lesson number 2, develop skills that compound over time. When you're 18, you're naturally focused on immediate results. But here's what I wish someone had told me. The most powerful thing you can do is start building skills that get better with time. Communication skills, critical thinking, or learning how to learn don't just add to what you can do, they multiply it. If someone starts writing daily at 18, they don't just get better at writing. They learn to think clearly, persuade effectively, and express ideas others can't. Start early with skills that have no expiration date. Lesson number 3, fix your posture. Now thank me later. My friend, pay attention to your posture. I spent years hunched over my laptop in college, and now at 25, I'm dealing with back pain and paying for physiotherapy I could have avoided. At 18, your body feels invincible, but your future self will either thank you or curse you for how you treat it now. Small habits compound, sitting up straight, taking breaks, moving regularly. They're not just good for your body, they're investments in decades of comfort and mobility. The pain you prevent today is much easier than the pain you'll fix tomorrow. Lesson number 4, document everything through photos. Take way more photos than feels natural. I know it seems inconvenient at the moment, and you might feel like that person always pulling out their phone, but trust me on this. Your college years, your early 20s, those random Tuesday nights with friends, they're never coming back. I have maybe 20 photos from my entire freshman year, and I kick myself for it regularly. Those memories fade faster than you think. Now we covered the basics, so let's talk about capturing and creating the experiences that'll matter most. Lesson number 5, become a documentarian of your learning. Here's something that's been a game changer for me. Whenever you read a book, listen to a podcast, or consume any meaningful content, write down your thoughts immediately, not a summary, your actual thoughts and reactions. When I read The 4-Hour Workweek at 19, I thought I'd remember all the key insights forever. Spoiler alert, I didn't. Now, whenever I finish a book or listen to an interesting podcast, I spend 15 minutes writing down what struck me, what I agreed or disagreed with, and how it might change my behavior. Your brain isn't a filing cabinet. It's more like a sieve that lets most information slip through unless you actively work to retain it. The act of writing forces you to process ideas more deeply, and reviewing your notes months later often reveals patterns and connections you missed the first time. I'm going to share the most counterintuitive advice about making friends in college in just a moment. But first, we need to talk about something that completely changed how I approach social situations. Lesson number 6, become the connector. Let me tell you something, my friend. One of my biggest fears going into college was that I wouldn't make friends. I was convinced everyone else had it figured out while I'd be eating lunch alone. That's when I realized, literally everyone has those same fears. But here's the secret. Every friend group needs someone to bring people together. Be okay with being that person. Create the group chats, organize the study sessions, invite people over, host the movie nights. Everyone wants someone to take charge. Most people are just too nervous to do it themselves. Leadership starts with the willingness to say, let's do this, when everyone else is waiting for someone else to speak up. The person who learns to initiate and organize in college becomes the person others naturally turn to throughout life. I started doing this halfway through my sophomore year, and it completely changed my social experience. Instead of waiting for invitations, I became the person sending them out. But here's something nobody tells me. Documentation is great, but you need people worth documenting. Here's how to build those relationships. Lesson number 7, increase your surface area for luck. You're probably already pretty good at putting yourself out there, joining clubs, going to events, meeting new people. But here's something nobody tells you. There's always room to do more. When you're debating between staying in your dorm room, watching Netflix, or going to that event you're not super excited about, go to the event. Individual events might not matter much, but the more you expose yourself to different people and situations, the more you increase what I call your surface area for serendipity. Some of my most valuable relationships and opportunities came from events I almost didn't attend. Your luck happens when your preparation meets opportunity, and you can't meet opportunity from your dorm room. Lesson number 8, the power of the open door policy. Get a doorstop. Keep your dorm room door open whenever you're home and awake. Actively encourage people to interrupt you while you're studying or just hanging out. You'll never remember that extra hour of productivity you might have gained, but you will remember the random 11 p.m. conversations that turned into lifelong friendships. Those spontaneous interactions are what college memories are made of. Lesson number 9, just don't be mean to people. This one's simple, but crucial. Don't be mean to people, ever. You will only regret it. That person you think is annoying in your freshman seminar, they might become your business partner 5 years from now. The world is smaller than you think, and people remember how you made them feel. Being kind costs you nothing, but builds a reputation that opens doors you didn't even know existed. All those connections are valuable, but let's talk about building actual financial value too. Lesson number 10, invest early, yes, even small amounts. My friend, if you have any spare money, start investing it. I wish I'd started putting money into index funds at 18 instead of letting it sit in my checking account. You don't need thousands of dollars to start, you just need to start. Time is your biggest asset when you're young, and compound interest is basically free money for being patient. Even if you can only afford to invest what you'd normally spend on coffee each week, that small sacrifice now could mean retiring years earlier. I learned this lesson the hard way. Waiting costs you more than you think. So let me ask you, what's your biggest money regret so far? Maybe you're like me and wish you'd started investing sooner, or maybe you'd learned something completely different. Drop your story below, because I know your mistakes will save someone else from making the same ones. Your time is the one resource you'll never get back, so how you use it is even more important. Lesson number 11, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Let me tell you, I love a good late night hangout session as much as anyone, but here's what I've learned. The quality of social interactions drops dramatically after 2 a.m. Those deep, meaningful conversations happen between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. After that, everyone's tired, conversations get weird, and you end up feeling terrible the next day. Learn to recognize when the magic window has closed and be the person who suggests wrapping up. You'll wake up refreshed instead of wasting the entire next day recovering. Your sleep schedule affects everything, your mood, your productivity, your ability to make good decisions, so protecting it is protecting your future self. The most successful people I know aren't the ones who stay up late, they're the ones who know when to call it a night. Lesson number 12, consistency beats intensity. Doing a little every day beats cramming. I used to pull all-nighters before exams, 12-hour study marathons that left me brain dead. Then I learned about active recall and spaced repetition. Now I do 30 minutes daily instead of those brutal cram sessions. I remember more, stress less, and actually have a life. Works for everything, not just studying. Consistency isn't glamorous, but it's the closest thing to a superpower you'll find. Whether you're learning a language, getting in shape, or building any skill. Your brain literally rewires itself better with daily practice than with intense weekend warrior sessions. I'm about to share the mindset shift that's been responsible for every major opportunity in my life. But before that, let me tell you about the biggest mistake most people make when it comes to taking initiative. Lesson number 13, seek forgiveness, not permission. Want to start something? Just do it. Stop asking for permission, my friend. I wasted months in college emailing professors asking if I could start projects. Complete waste of time. Worst case scenario, someone tells you to stop. Most people don't care what you're doing anyway. You're overthinking it. The world rewards action way more than it punishes mistakes, and most of what you think are big deals are actually pretty forgettable to everyone else. Taking initiative teaches you more in a week than asking for permission teaches you in a month. Acting boldly is easier when your mindset supports it, when the way you think stops holding you back. Lesson number 14. Stop worrying about what others think. I learned this the hard way. People aren't thinking about you at all. Everyone's too busy with their own problems and insecurities to worry about yours. That embarrassing thing you did last week, they forgot already. They're too busy replaying their own cringe moments to remember yours. Stop worrying about what others think. They're not thinking. This realization is incredibly freeing once you accept that you're not the main character in anyone else's story. You can finally start being the main character on your own. Most of your anxiety about judgment disappears when you realize everyone else is just as worried about how they're coming across. Lesson number 15, question your assumptions about difficulty. My friend, when something feels impossible, ask yourself, how hard should this really be? I made college way harder than it needed to be. I thought everything had to be brutal because it was a good school. Wrong. I was psyching myself out. Change your mindset from this is going to suck to let's figure this out, and everything got easier. Stop making things harder than they are. Now let's take those bigger mental shifts and see how they can transform something practical, like your studies. Lesson number 16, it's okay to skip lectures if you're strategic. This might be controversial, but if your professor is only reading slides you already have, you don't need to sit in that lecture. You can study the material better on your own, where you can actually focus. Just don't waste time summarizing notes. Test yourself with active recall so you know what you really understand. Your time is finite and valuable. Spending 2 hours in a pointless lecture could be 2 hours building skills, networking, or actually learning something useful. The smartest students figure out how to game the system ethically and focus their energy where it matters most. Lesson number 17, falling behind is normal. Here's the thing, college terms are short and intense. You're going to fall behind on coursework, and that's completely normal. About 90% of your classmates are also behind. They're just better at hiding it. Don't sacrifice social opportunities during the term to catch up on work. Your college social experience only happens once, but you have long breaks specifically designed for catching up academically. Use them strategically. My friend, school is important, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. You'll want to develop skills and income streams that go beyond the classroom. Lesson number 18, start building income streams early. When you read books about passive income and online business, don't just absorb the information, act on it. Start small projects, try to make money online, launch a simple service. I started building small websites and doing freelance work in college. The money wasn't life-changing, but the skills I developed were invaluable. More importantly, I learned how to create value for other people and charge money for it. One of the most important skills you can develop. The key is not to obsess over the money initially, but to focus on the learning experience. Every failed project teaches you something valuable. Learning to hustle early gives you confidence that you can always figure out how to make money, which is way more valuable than any single job or paycheck. As you're stacking up skills and opportunities, it's easy to get lost in the grind. That's why keeping the right perspective matters most. Lesson number 19, enjoy the journey, not just the destination. My friend, college really is a unique time in your life, and it goes by faster than you realize. Don't get so focused on grades, internships, and post-graduation plans that you forget to enjoy where you are right now. It's totally fine to have ambitious goals. I encourage it. But make sure you're not so future-focused that you miss the incredible experience happening around you. As they say, journey before destination. Lesson number 20, collaboration over competition. Here's something I've learned when I was in college. I didn't need to compete with my classmates. We could work together, sharing study guides, forming study groups, and helping each other succeed made everything easier and more enjoyable. Don't worry about keeping score of who's helping whom. Just be generous with your knowledge and resources. The goodwill you create will come back to you in ways you can't predict. Lesson number 21, focus on what you can control. This is probably the most important lesson on this list. There's a version of the Serenity Prayer that goes, grant me the serenity to accept what I cannot change, the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Spend your mental energy on things within your control, your effort, your attitude, your preparation, your response to situations. Don't waste emotional energy on things outside your control, other people's opinions, the job market, your professor's grading style. Here's a bonus tip to tie it all together. Learn how to study the right way. Most people waste hours rereading notes or decorating pages with highlighters, but none of that really sticks. What works is active recall, spaced repetition, and testing yourself. You'll actually study less and remember more. Skip the pretty notes. Focus on the methods that truly work. My friend, you don't have to learn these lessons through painful experiences like I did. You can skip the mistakes and jump straight to what works. Some of these might seem obvious. Others might feel uncomfortable or go against what everyone else is telling you. That's fine. You don't need to implement all 21 tomorrow. Pick 3 that hit you the hardest and start there. The crazy thing about being young is that small changes create massive results over time. Fix your posture now, save thousands on physical therapy later. Start investing $50 a month now. Retire years earlier. Learn proper study techniques now. Breeze through everything that comes next. Everyone else is winging it and hoping for the best. You now have a roadmap. The question isn't whether these work. The question is whether you'll actually use them. If you found this video helpful, this next video right here will take you even further. Your choice, your life. Start now.